Morning, Steve Reed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Overnight prices are a little bit higher. Yesterday we had some interesting trades, looked like more like spread liquidations, either going into the end of the month or on some news that was rumored around the market. You saw some liquidation of the old new soybean spreads. You saw some liquidations of people that are long beans and short corn, and you also saw some liquidation of some of the wheat spreads. As far as the news yesterday, there was rumors floating around that because of the bird flu in China, that their demand is down. Some were estimating that the poultry demand in eastern China is down as much as 70 to 80%. That could reduce feed demand. So there were talks of, in Brazil, some washout of some export sales, and maybe even here in the United States, what they have on the books for old crop, they may roll to new crop, and that caused some liquidations of the spreads. Lack of confirmation of that news is probably helping beans up 11 cents today. And also we're getting into the expiration of the options. And in the May, beans are kind of around the $14 strike price. May corn's around $6.40, and the May wheat's around $6.90. As we get closer to first notice day of the May contracts, expect to be very light corn, bean, and meal deliveries, but we could have some moderate oil and wheat deliveries, although the oil basis domestically has been firming up over the last few weeks. As far as other news, outside markets, dollars lower, most commodities are higher. Globally, we've seen palm oil prices rally along with crude over the last 2 weeks, but in Europe, wheat prices are still on the defensive on concern about lower North African demand soon, supply coming out of the Black Sea, and also the fact that weather is improving in Europe. There is some concern weather-wise globally about the northern U.S. spring wheat areas and Canada, and also some dryness in Russia and parts of Australia. Here in our U.S., we're turning into a weather market, as always this time of year. Yesterday the maps were kind of wet for next week. At least the early week front now looks drier today, but there is another front late next week that could bring rain to the Midwest. So again, that could slow corn planting progress and maybe shift some corn acres to beans. So again, we're kind of stuck at these price levels for a while, and we believe that weather next week may dictate where price is going. Also, we'll be watching cash basis levels pretty closely, giving us some kind of sign of how tight U.S. old crop, corn, soybean, and wheat supplies are. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.